Agriculture in Kenya contributes 25% to the GDP. Under the sector, livestock farming is a top revenue earner with 2012 production standing at over 70 million shillings. This upsurge has necessitated industry players to seek new ways of breeding cattle, as was the case in a recent Brookside Breeders' Show held in Nairobi.
Basically, I wanted to learn how to prepare silages, and also I wanted to see other farmers how they overcome their challenges, and also wanted to see how best we can also improve, especially mechanized dairy farming where you have to use my machine for milking. And by coming here, you get the incentives. And like now, I've just learned of another crop that you can produce barley within 6 days. Within 6 days, you have a crop which you feed animals.
We've grown from strength to strength ever since the first event was held in 1999. We have been tracking the performance of our farmers. As you know, we are dealing with an average of 145,000 farmers on a daily basis spread throughout all of Kenya's milk sheds, right from the coast to the western parts, the Rift Valley, the Central Highlands. So what we've been seeing is an increase in volumes arising out of the various aspects of animal husbandry that I've learned at this show.
Joe Mills is a dairy farmer who rears over 350 dairy cattle in Nakuru, located 170 kilometers from the capital. He has been in dairy farming for over 3 decades.
So I've been in farming for ages, all my life basically, and I wouldn't want to have any other job, but I would like the job that I've got to actually make economic sense. We're forever selling assets to bail ourselves out of trouble. We shouldn't be able to do that. Farming and dairy farming has got to become the thing, that we really all want is that it becomes a profitable business, like a hardware shop. You buy stock, you sell stock, you make a profit. But the farmer is at the bottom of the feed chain.
Amid the learning experience and exchange of ideas brought about by the Breeders' Show, he is still well aware of the challenges that face him ahead.
Basically, my cows are competing with human food prices. A bag of maize on the human market is so much. Now, when you put that into your cow, it just doesn't make economic sense to the price that we are being paid for our milk. Today, we should be getting a minimum. I'm now talking of the dairy farmer who's got his own farm, his own capital. He's set up a dairy, is buying concentrates to get his cows to produce the maximum. He's paying the proper minimum wages or the proper wages to his staff, paying our taxes. All that means that milk has got to be at least 40 shillings.
Milk prices have fluctuated since January, with a half-a-litre packet of milk averaging at about 45 shillings. This is about 28% increase from December 2012, attributed to market forces and high cost of farm input.
We are trying to reduce the cost of production. There are several ways of reducing the cost of production, like the lean production, so that eventually the price that will be passing over to the supply chain will be a price that is affordable to farmers. As well, if the farmers increase their productivity, it's a factor, input is a factor of production. If you reduce the usage of one of the factors of production and increase the output, definitely the profits will be commensurate with what the farmers are investing.
The prices are controlled by the forces of demand and supply. That's why there appears to be aspects of fluctuation at certain times.
Livestock diseases have also hampered growth of this budding sector, with illness such as ECF and mastitis hurting farmers by reducing milk production by 50%, largely attributable to poor animal nutrition and husbandry.
One of them is mastitis, and the other is cost of animal feeds, and the other one is staff. To get somebody at least who be consistent with your animals, it usually takes a hand of God. but basically we're able to manage. And also there's another issue of marketing some other places. We find that the marketing is a little bit poor. But I believe in the near future, at least if we produce well, when we'll be able to move ahead.
Most of our farmers know that we hold regular dairy training courses everywhere where we have a footprint in Kenya, so that we teach our farmers on disease management, because some of these diseases could be preventable, others could be managed on occurrence. So during these dairy training courses, we teach our farmers on disease management so that they can produce clean milk that can be consumed by our customers.
What we have come here to train farmers about is that the productivity of the animal will matter in terms of making profits. If your animal is genetically able to produce up to 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 liters, we want to train you on how to optimize that production so that you see the profits between farming and any other enterprise. So whatever the farmers will be gaining today when they visit our stand is how to maximize on the farm inputs that they use to get the maximum production.
Joe Mills is one of the 3.5 million dairy herders in Kenya who are hopeful that despite milk-producing challenges such as animal feeds, low milk prices and insufficient pest control, dairy farming will prove to be a worthwhile business in the long run.
This is a good place to come. There are lots of people here today, and hopefully if they go back with one good idea, the whole show's been worth it. Just one good idea. Make silage, do biogas, just grow a piece of banana grass. One good idea amongst all these people will improve our agriculture and therefore our poverty levels and everything else.